Hi everybody and welcome to today's maths lesson. So what we're going to be doing today is some subtraction. So you already know how to subtract within our number bonds to 10 and you already know our number bonds to 20. So we're going to put them together and we're going to do some subtraction within 20 because you've done a lot of adding recently. So we thought we're going to do some subtraction with you. So to start off, I'm just going to go over your number bonds to 20 with you. So on my board, I've got an equation. And as you can see, we've got a gap here and we've got a gap here. But our equation is going to equal 20 because we have two tens frames. So we have 20 here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, as for our first number here, I'm going to put 110 here. And I'm going to put, a 4. So what number have we made here? So we have 110 and we have 4 ones. So we've got 14. So do we know what number we need here to make our 20? What number is missing to make 14 into 20? What do we need? So we already know that we've got 4 and 4 and 6 make 10. So we know now, because we know our number ones to 20, we know that 14 and 6 will equal 20. Let's try another one. So if I put on our board, if I put a 3 numeric here. So how many do we have? We have 110 and 3 ones. So that makes 13, doesn't it? We've got 13 here. And what are we missing here to make our 20? Let's have a think. So we know that 3 and 7 makes 10. So 13 and 7 must make 20. Let's have a try of that. So let's just show it like this. So we can see that that fills the gap to make the same shape as this one. So if I put our 7 here, then we have 13 and 7 equals 20. So we know our number bonds to 20, don't we? Let's just do one more. So if I have, what number am I going to put here now? I'm going to put a 5 numeric there. So we have 110 and 5 ones. So do we know what's going to fill this gap to make a 20? So we know that 5 and 5 makes 10, don't we? That's our number bond. So we know that if we put that here, that's going to fill our gap. So we know that if we have 110 and 5 ones, and we add another 5 ones, that's going to make 20. Because 15 add 5 equals 20. Well done. Right, so let's get on to our subtracting. So here I have my double 10 frame, and in it I've got some snowflakes because it's been snowing recently, hasn't it? So I've put some snowflakes on my 10s frame. Can you tell me how many I've got here? So I have 110 here, and here I have 6 ones. So I have 16 snowflakes there. So let's have a go at writing an equation using our snowflakes in our 10s frame and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to put 16 and the sun has come out and it's melted away 2 of my snowflakes. So I'm going to take away 1, 2. 2 of my snowflakes have melted. So we had 16 and 2 have melted. So now how many do we have left? Can you see how many we've got on our 10s frame? So we still have our 110. And here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 ones. So we've got 110, 4 ones. So that is 14. So now we know that 16 subtract 2 equals 14. Now let's give it another go. Let's try it again. So I'm going to put my snowflakes back on my 10s frame. And we're going to try a different equation. So I'm going to have 13 snowflakes. So I've got 1 10 and 3 1. So I have 13 snowflakes here. I'm going to write that down here. 13. But the sun came out and it melted away one of my snowflakes. So that's gone now. So 13, take away 1. How many have I got left on my tens frame? Let's have a look. So I have 1 10 and I have 2 1s. So I have 12 snowflakes left. So 13 subtract 1 equals 12, because that's how many we've left. Let's have another go. But what if the sun came out again and it melted away 2 more of our snowflakes? So at the minute we have 12. But if the sun came out and it melted away another 2 of our snowflakes. So 12 subtract 2. How many have we got left? So we've got 1 10 and no 1s. So that means that 12 subtract 2 equals 10. Well done. Now we're going to try something a bit different now. I'm going to rub that away. And I'm going to write an equation, and we're going to use our tens frame and our snowflakes to work out the answer to our equation. So I'm going to write 15 subtract 2. I'm going to find out what that equals. So for 15, we've already got our 1 10 here, but we need 5 1s. So I'm going to put those on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got our 1 10 and our 5 1s, so that makes 15. But we're going to take away 2 to find out the answer to our equation. So 1, 2. I've taken them away. So let's have a look and see how many we have left. So we have our 1 10 and we have 1, 2, 3. 3 1s. So that means that 15 subtract 2 equals 13. Well done. Let's try another one. What if we had 12 snowflakes and the sun melted one of them? Let's have a look. So let's make 12 on our tens frame. So we have 1 10 and 2 1s here. And if the sun melted one of these, how many have we got left? So we have 1 10 and 1 1. So what does that make? That makes 11. So 12 subtract 1 equals 11. Well done. And let's just do one more and see if we can get the answer. So I'm going to put 14, take away 2. I'm going to find out what that equals. So let's make 14 on our tens frame. So we already have our 1 10 and we need 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 10 and 4 1s. We have 14. But the sun has come out and it's melted away 2 of them. So we're going to have to take 2 away. 1, 2. And we're going to find out how many we've got left. How many have we got left? We've got 1 10 and 2 1s. So that leaves us with 12. So 14 subtract 2 equals 12. Well done, everybody. That's really good work. I hope you really enjoyed today's lesson and you now know how to subtract within 20 using our tens frame. So what I want you to do with your adult at home for your follow-up activity, so I want you to ask your adult if they can draw you a double tens frame. I'm going to show you mine so that they can copy mine and you can have one at home to use to do your working out. So pause it if you want to. This is my double 10 frame if you want to pause it so your adult can copy you one. So you can have one of your own. Using your double 10 frame, I want you to get 20 objects. So that could be 20 pieces of pasta or 20 buttons or anything that's going to fit in the little gaps on your tens frame. Because you're going to do something really similar to what we've done in today's lesson for your follow-up activity. So what I want you to do is I want you to ask your adult to write down these equations. I'm going to write them down on my board now. So we have 8 equations here that I've written down, and if your adult can copy them onto pieces of paper, so a different equation on each little piece of paper, and put them in a pile. And once your adult has done that, what I want you to do is I want you to pick out one of the equations from the pile, look at it, and think, if you picked out 14 subtract 3, then you want to get 14 pieces of pasta or 14 buttons, put them on your tens frame, and you're going to see what would happen if you took away 3 and what the answer would be, and see if you can figure that out. And try and pick a few others. Try and pick about 4 different ones and see if you can work them out at home. And we'd love to see pictures of you doing this. You're working out and you using your tens frames. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and I hope you enjoy your follow-up activity at home with your adult using your doubles 10 frame to see if you can work out any of the equations that I had on the board. I would love to see some pictures of your tens frames and you doing your working out, so make sure you upload them to Google Classroom. Bye!